Dan Meckley here today with your homebrew how-to recycling yeast. There's a few ways to do it. After you bottle, you can just pour your new wort right on top after it's cooled, or else you can shake up your tub and wash the yeast and either put it in a sanitized container and use it within 3 months, or freeze it and use it within a year. This is called washing the yeast. Just pour it into a sanitized container, let it set, and it will start to separate real good, and then we will just continue pouring it into another container and leaving it set and separate our trub from the bottom. As you can see here, it's starting to separate. The bottom layer is really what we're trying to get rid of, and if you look way up on top there, we got some nice clean yeast already going on. This is the first setting right before I'm starting to pour it into the second time, washing it the second time, I guess. Simply just take your cover off, and pour the good stuff into your new sanitized container, and just toss everything else, wash it down the sink, whatever. I do 2 to 3 washings depending on how dirty my yeast seems to be. 6 to 12 hours each time. To freeze it, you need about 30% glycerin to whatever you're using. I use a medicine cup to measure. Just simply pour, keep track, and we're going to use about 30% glycerin to however much yeast we actually have. If you don't want to go through the process of freezing it, you can just take it right now into a sanitized container, label it, and put it in your fridge, and it should last about 3 months. I use my medicine cup, measure, pour, any kind of container to freeze it in. I'd like to get some glass bottles. I know people that use it, or that can it, if you will. My glycerin I got at CVS. It was super cheap, maybe like $2.99 for the bottle, and I've recycled yeast about 4 times with this bottle now, and really I'm not even close to the end of it. 30-35%. The thought is that your glycerin forms a barrier around the yeast and allows it to survive while it's frozen. I don't really know the specifics of it, I just know it works. Make sure you seal it nice and tight, and we'll shake it real good just to make sure everything's mixed well. And then it's just a matter of labeling, dating, and sticking in the freezer. And you should have good yeast to start your own collection. Happy brewing, you guys. Cheers.